In today's video, we are going to be going over my $100,000 plus stock portfolio at the age of 21, and then later on we're going to be talking about not only how I saved that much money, but also how I earned it at such a young age. Let's get into it. To all the haters, if you think I'm just doing this to kind of flex how much money I have, you're completely right. Just kidding, you're completely wrong.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
If you're anything like me, you love watching these for inspiration and motivation to save and ideas also of what to invest and how and all that. That's why I'm doing this. So if you think it's just to flex or whatever, just go, bro. No one wants you here. Okay, anyway, let's kind of just dive straight into it. But before I do, I am not some weird master guru who's gonna try to sell you a course at the end of this or anything like that, I swear. This is just my very honest and real world investment portfolio for the long term. And you're gonna see I'm actually down a decent little amount because the times have been crazy the past couple weeks. So I'm actually down. As you see, I'm about to pull up an application that a lot of people have a problem with, and I do too. I don't like this application, but I'm a sucker for some graphs, I'm a sucker for some charts, and I'm a sucker for some simplicity. Let's pull her up. Let's pull up the hood. So as you can see, today is actually a very good day. I'm actually up $5,069. That's over 5%. That's actually a very good day. It usually is not this good. And you will see I have $103,991 in my account at the moment. This is a fairly new account, by the way. So less than 3 months. So if we look, if we look at the start of this account, I'm actually down almost $12,000, 10% of my account, which is obviously not good, but this is the honest reality of investing. It doesn't always go straight up. This is a long-term account. It's been a rough couple months with all the world events going on. So I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not too worried about it. There's two things I want to talk about. First, one, buying power. I have close to $9,000. My kind of strategy is I like to keep at least $10,000 usually of buying power at all times. That way, if something dips super crazy or if I see a good deal or whatever, I can just go and get a decent amount of it. And also how much I add into this account every 2 weeks. If you've ever played around with a compound interest calculator, you will know that you can consistently add to an account with, I think the market has an average 7 to 8% return every year. If you can consistently add to that, in 20 to 30 years, even if you add $150, $200 a month, that grows to be a decent amount of money. So I actually add $10,000 to this account every 2 weeks. So you can see that's what I don't want to say it's a low balance, but it is a still fairly new account with me adding that much money into it every 2 weeks. So I add 10 grand into it every 2 weeks. And like I said, if you played with a compound interest calculator, in 20 to 30 years, your boy's gonna be sitting pretty. If I can maintain this, which I think I will be able to, but we'll talk about that later. So we'll break into it stock by stock. We'll go one at a time. Don't roast me too bad for my losses, but like I said, it's part of the game, baby. So first things first, we have SPY, which I highly want to say I'm not a financial advisor, but I do potentially recommend to invest into a ETF of the overall market, such as SPY or Vanguard. There's a million of them, but keep a majority of your portfolio if you want to be safe into something like the SPY or S&P, like I just said, or whatever. Don't put it all in Dogecoin or Tesla or anything like that, unless you want to. That'd be kind of a savage move. So you can see I have about 73.054464 shares right now at an average cost of $452, market value of around $31,000, and a portfolio density diversity of 32%, which is pretty good. It should probably be more, but whatever. And you can see I'm down almost 6% since I started at almost 2 grand. So the next one, I do have a few shares of Tesla, not that much. I have 21 shares of Tesla at an average cost of $875. So I've been averaging down the past couple days because it's been kind of taking a beating. Market value about 16 grand, portfolio about 17% of my portfolio, which is way too much. And you can see I'm down about 10% on it. So awesome there. Next up, Bank of America. I have 2 shares of this, and to be honest with you, I don't really know why I have these. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. So you can see that I'm not even gonna go over it, it's a waste of time. Disney, if you want an idea of maybe something that you think has a lot of potential or it isn't super risky, but whatever, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but your boy thinks Disney has a lot of potential, let's just say that. If we go to the chart here, the 1 year chart, or let's go 5 year chart, you can see This sucker at one point, I think it topped out at 200 something. Yeah, right around 200 something. Right now it's 147. And if anyone has a brain, they know Disney isn't going anywhere. I think it's a really good deal. I've been loading up, not nearly as much as I should have, but I'm gonna get more, but I've been kind of loading up as much as I could. And you'll see I have 100 shares at an average cost of 149, about 15 grand and about 15% of my portfolio. I have been loading up. I'm gonna continue loading up on this because I think it has a lot of potential. Next up, NVIDIA. 25 shares, average cost of 283. It is currently trading at 232. Market value, just under 6 grand and just over 6% of my entire portfolio. As you can see, I am down 17% on this one, but I'm holding long-term, baby, so I don't care. Microsoft, good old Bill. 20 shares, average cost of 328. Market value just under 6 grand, and then portfolio also is just over 6%, and I am down 10 whole percentages on that one. And you can see I got a dividend incoming. Also SPY, that first one I went over, pays a dividend too, and also a majority of your money should usually be in one of those in a long-term account, so it actually can pay a decent dividend. I think I just got like $100 dividend or something from SPY. If you don't know what a dividend is, you're probably not watching this video, so that means you probably do know what a dividend is. If you don't, look it up. Now, folks, this one hurts my heart a little bit. I was in Costa Rica about 3 weeks ago, having the time of my life. I checked my phone and Netflix took a dive. And you can see, let's just go to the chart here. We'll go to the 1 year chart. You can see basically right over here, all of a sudden around January 4th, right when I was in Costa Rica, it basically just fell off a cliff and said no more. And that's right when I bought it, was right before it jumped off the cliff. So I have 40 shares at an average cost of $564 at a market value of $15,000 and a portfolio 16.2%. And I'm down 31%, AKA $7,000 on Netflix. It's part of the game, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't sold a share. I don't think Netflix is going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, I'm just buying a little bit more every day. That one hurt, and that's kind of taken a big dagger in my entire portfolio. Drum roll, please. I have the first stock of the day that I'm actually up on, and the only one that I'm actually up on. American Express. I have 25.054913 shares at an average cost of 166. It's currently trading at 186 with a market value of less than 5 grand, a portfolio diversity density of 4.8%, so not a whole lot, but I'm up almost 12% on it, which is pretty good. That's just kind of a smaller hold that I'm up long term because I think American Express is pretty good. I don't think it's going anywhere. And then my last one is definitely just like a long-term gamble stock. It's Lucid. They're like an electric car company. 35 shares, average cost of 40, so not looking too hot there. Market value, $866, so it's literally less than 1% of my portfolio, and I'm down 40% on it, but I don't care because it's less than 1% of my portfolio, because I kind of expect something like this. This is just like a buy, and maybe it's the next Amazon, and one day it'll pay off, but I'm not too worried about it. So, go to Bitcoin. This one's a crazy one. I have a total of 0.00008375 Bitcoin. $3 worth. I don't even know why this is in my account, but I got it and I'm holding till the end. But yeah, that is my entire stock portfolio. And if you're wondering how, maybe, Dylan, did you save up and earn this much money? I actually did, I work for a company called EcoShield, which is a door-to-door sales company that sells pest control, believe it or not. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. You can look at my Instagram. I'm still in college, so it's a perfect college job. I did it my first summer, not this last summer, 2 summers ago. I sold about $315,000 worth, which I made about 150 grand off that, which is outrageous for like a first summer person. So I'm not trying to like say everyone does this. I was pretty good at it. I worked very hard. I was able to be a top performer. And then this last summer I did over $500,000 in revenue, which equaled out to me making close to 300 grand after everything kind of comes into fruition. So that's kind of how I was able to make this money and be able to afford and do kind of the things I do. If you're interested in that, it's open to everyone. Pretty straightforward. You knock doors all summer and then you enjoy the rest of your 8 months, whether you're in college like I am or whatever. So it's a pretty cool opportunity. If you're interested, shoot me a DM on my Instagram at Dillsman24. I'll put it right here or here. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, I don't want your concerns, but questions and comments are cool. Hit me up, like this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.